We've got all the corn in the ground and it's time to start in on beans. So we just drained all of the corn seed from our meters here, pulled our 24 cell discs out like this, and we are now going to put in the 84 cell for the soybeans. There it is, row number 12. Stick it on just like that and latch it in place, push it up against there, and just like that. Got row 12, row 11, and so on and so forth. And then we'll just go over to our chain gear ratios on the other side, set that up. We're going to be running 180,000 seeds, or one bag per acre is what our goal is. So we'll get set up for that and get planting hopefully a little later tonight. So we've got a little bit of a problem going on, and I'm not quite sure how to resolve it. You can see how much seed is in this number 12 hopper here. Here's number 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this is even, I've shuffled some seed around last night. 1, 7, and 11 seem to be over metering. And yet you look at number 12 here, it looks to be under metering from everything else. I don't have the air running here now, so you can see the seeds drop down that were loose. But where you look where the brush is holding it, there's a seed in every slot, which tells me it should be metering correctly. I've changed all the chains for the drive. So about the only other thing that could be happening would be if that chain is jumping. That would explain underfeeding, but it doesn't really explain overfeeding on the other three, other than if I'm getting doubles. But I don't really think I'm getting that either. So a little bit of a head scratcher here. I guess we'll just plant and see what emerges. I've got about 35 acres left to go, and then we'll be done planting. Okay, we're planting beans. I got the outside rounds done. We had some trees. There was a brush line here that I just mowed last year, no-tilled the corn into. So we worked it up this year to try and level that somewhat, because there was some big root balls and that kind of thing. But we are rolling here now. It looks like planted pretty deep. I don't know if I'm going to level that off. Kind of like it a little bit smoother seed bed for beans, but we'll see what we end up having time to do. It's got population there. The number right shy of 140,000 seeds per acre. I think I said earlier 180,000. That is not correct. We're not planting that yet. We're going 140 is our target, which is one bag of seed per acre. So that is what I ordered. That's what we're going. I'm trying to lay these right in between the rows because of how the brush area was last year. Not all these corn rows got laid in even with the ditch there. So it's not quite perfect. I might be able to fudge a little bit and get this to come out right as the field goes on. We'll see what I do. But going in the ground nice. There is a ton of dust where I disc, but where we're putting seeds in the ground, there's plenty of moisture, which is awesome. And no-tilling this year as dry as it is. It's supposed to be getting some rain here in the next couple of days, so trying to get these beans in before that rain hits. But you never know how much is coming, or if it's even going to end up hitting us hard. One thing I'm going to mention, I did notice when I was planting in the softer soil, my population was running low. So I am thinking that my drive wheel must lose a little bit of traction in the softer ground. And we were running down closer to 130 to 135 for a population in that softer ground, but we're right on target here in the no-till areas. Okay, just finished up this one here. We've got a bunch of grass to spray out of there, as you can see. Hopefully get ahead of the soybean sprouting. And got one more 25-acre field to go after this. And then all of the soybeans will be in the ground. We'll have 10 acres of sorghum sedan grass to plant. Ooh, there's a rough spot. And all our seed will be in the ground. We're on our last field. At the top 14 acres, which gets us kind of where the trees cut out. Flush with this side of the field. And then we've got this bottom 11 acres. So I just topped off with seed. The rows match up the best if I come out to when the field jogs out. And then I start down here on the bottom and work my way back up to the top. Rows together. That's kind of how the field was set up years ago. So that's how I still do it. It's doing pretty good. We're at a 136 for population there. Almost 16 acres run on this field so far. At about 5 miles an hour. It is planting pretty nice here. Not a ton of residue left over from last year. This field, I'm trying to remember what we averaged off of it. It wasn't awesome. We were 120, 130, something like that. The deer hit it pretty hard. And I also had my population, I think I was running about 38,000 on this field, which I think really did stunt the amount of corn. You can see the stalks are pretty small and so on there. Got myself turned around here, headed back the other way. It's working pretty good, just splitting these rows. So I just center up and all down, straight down the middle. I do have these seed box covers. You can see some of them come loose there. They bounce around in a rock or something, and the seed covers are not bound on. So I'm not sure if there's an adjustment I got to do. There's a metal frame which holds it underneath the plastic cover. I got to do some treatment on that. So if they hang to the other end, I'll get on, strap them back down, and yep, going good. I'm guessing another hour and a half, and I will be wrapping up beans. Okay, had to get out and put my seed covers on anyway. So look at what kind of job it's doing here behind. You can see our rows paired up in between the last year's rows. You can see the soil is fairly moist. All the neighbors are planting in the dusk right now. It has been dry, and working up the fields has really dried them out. But I'm really happy with the amount of moisture that's here. They're talking rain tomorrow, so hopefully we get some rain for everybody. But if that doesn't happen, I've got enough moisture here to at least get some germination starting, and hopefully we got rain coming. A couple of years ago, it started out really dry, and there was a lot of germination issues in this area. We had guys that basically had 3 different germinations across their field. The low ground would come up first. We got a little shot of rain, and some more came, and then a little better rain about a month later, and the fields were really spotty. The soybeans were patchy because you're having to combine fields in 2 different steps because they were maturing at different rates just because of the germination. But hopefully we don't have that this year. are.